Hello, how you doing? My name is Franklin, and I'm an amateur fisherman. I just retired from the Air Force after 22 years, moved back home, part-time job. When I'm not working, I'm fishing. I started out as a brim fisherman, probably catching some crappie along the way, catfish. So I've graduated up to being a bass fisherman. So I'm kind of give you what I know about being a bass fisherman. At that rate, we're going to start out with a zip code 33 rod, which is what I have here. Most of the time when you buy it out the store, it comes with either 10 to 12 pound test. But since we're bass fishing, we're going to move up to a 15 pound test, which I have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole regimen of putting line on the reel. And then from there, we're going to set up a lure setup for the Texas jig. Texas reel. So what we're going to start out with, we're going to get our 15 pound test and we're going to put it on our reel. What we're going to basically do is, so we broke our reel down into two parts. Take our line, go through the top eyelet up here to kind of give us a focal point for reeling our reel. Put line on the reel. Do our eyelet. Boom. We're going to get our cap. Take our line through the top of the cap. And after that, we're going to put a basic knot at the end of our line. After we get that basic knot, cinch down, we're going to put another basic knot right over the top of that. So we have two knots in one, which makes one large knot. Which gives us kind of a little bit more support for what we're doing. So now we're going to take it and wrap our line around the bail. So almost like tying a shoe, inside out, and then we're going to do it one more time. Inside out. Now we're going to cinch it down. So we got it on our bail, draw the excess line through so that the knot stops it from coming off. So since we got that done, put our cap back on. What I want to do now is put about half a spool or maybe 3/4 spool on my reel. Anything more than that, when the fishing line gets wet, it kind of expands. So if you got a spool full of line, that excess line is going to make it kind of tangle up and hard to cast. So to kind of eliminate that, we just put kind of what we need. So it's about half a spool, or maybe 3/4 spool. Let's do that for you real quick. Let's check how much line we got on there. We'll stop, remove the cap, pick at how much we got, and then figure out if we need more. Okay, let's take a look. I need a little bit more. Cap back on. Perfect, it's about 3/4 spool. Again, get our knife out, cut our line off. Okay, slap it out the way. Put our pole back together. So now we're gonna run the line through all the eyelets on the reel. Start with match our release. Back. So we got that done. Now what we need now is we need a leader, which is part of the Texas rig. So what happens is this weighs your plastic worm down, plastic lizard, or whatever lure you're using at the moment, so it weighs it down and it makes dust while it drags the bottom, which attracts its bass attention. So right now we're going to put our hook on. It's a wide gap hook. It's also got an offset. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our line through the eyelet of the hook, twist it about, say, 7 to 8 times. At that rate, we're going to take our end line here and send it through the opening of the eyelet for the line. And after that, we're going to take that end and run it through the opening created by the line that we sent through the eyelet. And now we're going to stitch it down tight. Pull both ends and make them run together. Then take your fingernails and cinch it down on your hook. Pull it tight. Take your knife. Leave a little bit on there, but just cut that tip off. I go to the basic, right there. After that, so now we got our hook all nice and neatly on there. But to give you a demonstration of what I was doing, it's kind of right here. I'm going to twist it, take the little end piece, send it through the eyelet, and after it comes to the eyelet, you can go back through the opening that was created by the eyelet, and you're going to cinch it down tight, and that's what your knot should look like. So now, since we're doing a Texas rig, we need to put either a plastic worm or a crawfish or a lizard on the end of our line to fish with. So what we're going to do here is take our worm, there's a flat side on this end, so we can go through that flat side. Put it in about maybe 1/4 of an inch and make it come out to the side. Now you're going to roll your hook through. And that little offset there, you want to make that offset fall into the area of that 1/4 inch. So you can end up turning your hook once you get it inside the plastic worm. And now the goal now is to make it weedless. And to do that, you're going to put your hook into the worm, but don't let it come back on the other side. So you can barely scrape the skin on the outside. So you can take it here, lift your worm up just a little bit, insert, twist it so it almost comes out, but not visible or coming through the flesh on the other side. And now it's weedless. So when you toss it over limbs or rocks, it won't get caught because the hook's not coming out the backside, so it won't catch on anything. So it kind of should look like that. But to give you a demonstration of what we have here, we have a picture. Like I said before, you're going to stick it in about 1/4 inch. You kind of measure your hook to figure out where you actually want it to be placed in your worm. So from here, about 1/4 inch. Once you get it through, you can get it on the offset. Now your hook's here. Like I said, you can twist it to make it come through there. So this is where you would actually demonstrate by placing the hook against your plastic worm. Like I said, about 1/4 inch. After you get through, you're going to turn your hook to make it come out to the bottom. And then from there, you want to stick it back in the worm so that it does not break the flesh on the backside. And that's going to be your Texas rig with a plastic worm, and it's going to be weedless. And at that rate, when you fish with it, you're going to cast it. Like I said before, the layered weight on there is going to drag the ground and keep your bait on the ground. So at that rate, you can slowly reel it in, stop every now and then, and see if you get a bump. Or you can kind of lift up your tip, which kind of makes the worm go up and falls down. And usually with fish or bass, they usually attack when the worm is dropping to the bottom. So you kind of have to kind of remember that. So what's going to happen when you reel it in, and if you kind of demonstrate, if you're running over rocks or logs and stuff like that, it's going to be a different bump than when a fish attacks it. So when a fish hit it, it's going to be more of like something's trying to jerk it out of your hand. And at that rate, what you're going to do is stop your reeling motion. Maybe give it a little slack by placing your monofilament line on the water so you can kind of see if it's moving or not. If it's moving back toward the water, then you know that the fish is taking it. And at that rate, you want to set a good hook. So again, I say I'm a Franklin. I retired from Air Force, been fishing all my life. Now I'm back home, part-time job. And what I do now is I go fishing 3 or 4 times a week. And it's kind of one of the things I enjoy. I want to thank you for taking your time to watch my video. Hope you learned something. And if you like, if you need any more information, please try to get in contact with me. Again, I say thank you and have a good day.